Hi, I'm Dan Hernandez. I'd like to welcome you to this week's episode of Sport Fishing. Well, today we're back at beautiful Catalina Island. We're fishing aboard my boat, the Mi Sueño. It's a 31-foot Chris craft, and fishing with me today is Ben from Promar. Hey Ben, thanks for joining us out.
Pleasure to be here with you, Dan. Thank you for the invite.
So what we're going to do today is fishing Catalina Island. We weren't able to get any live bait today, so I've got some frozen squid here that I brought with me, so we're chucking it up. Ben's using a bait catcher, and he's trying to catch us some more smelt like this that we're going to be using. We're going to be showing you how to do this type of fishing. It'll be a good education for you. If you have your own boat and you get out here and there's no bait available, how do you catch fish? We're going to show you this week's episode of Sport Fishing. This week's episode of Sport Fishing is brought to you by Shakespeare, Cabela's, Cajun Red Line, Fluger, Game Saver, Blue Cross of California Foundation, and by Laser Shark, manufactured by Eagle Claw. Oh, got busted off. I was fishing a low bucktail, really light line, fishing with 6-pound test line, trying to have some fun. Ooh, Ben just swung on one. We're fishing real close to the kelp here, using cut bait. I'm gonna cut on another one. That was a nicer fish. I might have to move up. That was only 6-pound test line. There's been reports of yellowtail swimming through here, so might have to move up to 15 or something. All right, let's try another rig. Looks like a little bit nicer fish. A little calico. That one's a little fatter. He's been eating more. That's the bucktail. It's a ½ ounce. That's all white. Little strip of squid on there. Nice little calico. Oh, it's sheep's head. Larry just caught this little sheep's head. He's got really light line on here. We only have like 4-pound tests on there, 6-pound tests. It's a little sheep head. There we go. Is it big enough to keep? You gotta be what, 10 inches?
Yeah.
See what we got going here. Could be a calico. Nope. Yeah, it is calico. Little calico. Ooh, there's a follower. See the follower? Yeah, I see that little follower? Yeah. It's a little Calico Bass. Looks legal. Gotta be 12 inches to be legal. And we can catch bigger ones. And you can see the rig that we're using on this rod. It's a real simple sliding egg rig. Go ahead and release this guy first. This is a real simple rig, real small sinker, like an 1/8 ounce sinker, ½ ounce sinker there. And then a little, this is a pin hook made by Eagle Claw. And we use either these Eagle Claw hooks or laser sharp hooks. They work great. And this is 12-pound test, Cajun red line. And the outfit we're using, real light, Fluger reel, Shakespeare ugly stick custom rod. And this is ideal for this type of inshore fishing, fishing close to the island. Right now we have it's an upcoming tide, so we're picking up a lot of current. So even though we're casting right to the kelp, our baits are going right back, straight back behind the boat. Here, Ben just got one. There you go. These are all like cookie cutter fish. We're gonna have to get you some of these bucktails, Ben.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta try this.
This white one's working pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reuse that bait. I've used it for 2 fish already.
How do you like those little Fluger reels?
They're pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's good quality for the price too. There you go.
As soon as it gets down there.
Yeah. It seems like the bait has to be in that right position along there.
All coming out that same hole back there.
Mm-hmm. They're all stacked up. Well, you're fishing an all white bucktail. I've got a green one on here. And we're both fishing with squid, using either like old frozen squid, or we have some of the magic squid strips too we're using. And just light gear, really light gear. You know, I like to use this light gear, and sometimes it's hard to use on party boats when you got 30 other people on board. Look at this illegal calico.
That's a nice one, man.
Yeah. This is a green model B52 bucktail jig. And you can see how he ate it. The bait was falling down, he came up and ate it. That's why the hook's right there on top of his mouth like that. Great position. These are great baits, see 3D eyes in them. Little strip squid, 10-pound test Cajun red line. And we can check right here, see he's legal. So this fish will go 14 inches right there. So it's way legal. So we have the different marks here, so we make sure that we obey all the rules. But this is a nice fish. We'll go ahead and keep this. Now, I really encourage you, if you get a really big calico bass, you know, a fish that's like 8, 10 pounds, release that fish. A 10-pound calico bass is 30 years old. These little guys, these are the ones you want to eat anyways. These taste great. Here, Ben's got another fish going. You don't need live bait. You can just fish with the bucktails and strip a squid. Have you tried fishing like this on your boat?
No, I never used these
The bucktails?
shells yet, but they sure do work.
Yeah. This week, the Tackle Box is brought to you by Shakespeare, manufacturer of America's best-selling fishing rod, the Ugly Stick. This week in Tackle Box, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing at Calico Island. Now, we're small boat fishing aboard my Chris Craft, and what we're doing is we're fishing close to the island, fishing in the heavy kelp area, and because we're so close to the island, we're light line fishing. Now, because of that, you can only do this on your own boat. On a big party boat, it's hard to fish this light line because there's 20 to 30 other people on the boat with you. Now, the jigs I'm using are the B52 bucktails, and I like to use the half-ounce model, either the green and yellow or the all white when I'm fishing in tight like this. And the way you do it is you just pin on a piece of squid. You can use natural squid that you get in the stores, or you can pick up our Dan's Magic squid strips. What's neat about this, it's already been cured, cooked. It comes in crab and shrimp oil. So when you pin it on, the fish bite it, it holds on really good. And once you're done with it, you put it back in the container. You never have to refrigerate it or anything like that. It's good to go next time you're going fishing. Now, to attract the fish to the boat, on a small boat, it's hard to do enough chumming, and you can't carry enough live bait like the big party boats do. So we resort to using frozen chum. There's a brand new device out called the Chum Pro. This is what the unit looks like out of the box. And what's neat about this is you put in your block of chum right here in this opening. It fits in, and then you just drop it in the water. It's weighted, so if you want to drop it down 100 feet or 50 feet, most of the time when I use this product, I use it right below the surface, right next to the boat. I don't want the line too deep, especially when we're fishing for yellowtail where the fish might run around. And what's neat is all you have to do is lift this up and down, and it opens the gate to let out more product. So it comes out through the holes and also through the top. I tell you, this works great. I've used chum buckets in the past. They also work good. But chum buckets can be kind of hard to use sometimes. They're so big, they're hard to store. This is nice because you don't have to put this in a refrigerator. You just put the little blocks, you pick them up from the frozen. You just pick up the frozen blocks at your local tackle shop or bait store. You slide it in there, and then on your boat, you just keep them in the ice box. When you're ready to use them, you pull them out. It works great. This is what the packages look like in the store. You can also find these online too. They're great to get, and I tell you, there's nothing like having some chum in the water to pull the fish to the boat. And we use this item to get the chum close to the boat. It attracts all the game fish. Then we use the bucktails to catch the fish. Sometimes you can get so many bait fish around the boat with this product that you can use a net and just grab live bait for you. Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action here on Sport Fishing. Well, welcome back, and we're still at the same spot. The fish have been getting bigger and bigger, so I've moved up gear. I've got 15-pound Cascadian red line on my Fluger reel. I went to a little bit heavier rod, no longer spinning outfit. Got the Tiger light rod here for inshore fishing. It's got the little cork tape on there. It's really nice using for this inshore fishing. And went with a little bit bigger piece of squid on there. Same size bucktail. Ooh, there he is. Oh, nice fish. Nice bass.
Oh, that's a nice bass there.
Yeah, this is a nice bass.
That's what we're looking for.
This is the bucktail. Little half-ounce bucktail. Nice quality bass. There he goes. Okay, conditions are switching a little bit. We're losing our current. The boat's swinging. We're going to be right on top of the kelp here. We're going to try making a few casts before we have to reposition it. But again, just using a bigger piece of squid now as we're getting closer to the island. Got whole squid. Before I was just using the little strips of squid on the same bait with the spinning outfit. Now I've switched over to this, and this by no means is a heavy outfit, but it's much heavier than that spinning outfit I had. Just tossing it up the edge of the kelp. And you can see all the kelp laying here. All we're doing is let the bait hit the side of the kelp, flutter down. When we had that strong current, our bait was ending up way down the island. Right now, because there's a little bit less current, there's still a little current, but with that less current, the bait's staying closer to the kelp, and we're fishing a little bit bigger bait. So let's see if we can pick away a few more of these bigger fish. You got a calico there? All right. All right, Ben. That's a little B52 jig. I think you got a 10-pound test line on that one, Ben. Straight up and down.
Calico.
Another calico. All right.
There you go. You loosen calico. On the sliding rig this time.
It's not bad fishing today considering we had no live bait today.
Yeah.
Picked quite a few fish.
Picked away. Nice calico.
There we go. Fishing that same bucktail on a spinning rod. Ah, it's a small fish again. Thought maybe you had a bigger one this time. Little calico. This is pretty typical for here. It's that time of year. There's a lot of fish around, and we're not getting any of the big ones yet, but we're gonna go try a few more spots. But why don't we take a little break from the action? We're gonna visit the Galley and show you how to cook up one of these calico bass. This week, the Galley is brought to you by Dan Hernandez Dipping Sauces and the Baja Style Fish Batter. Standing next to me is Scott Laseth. You know him as a sporting chef. He's done cooking segments for us in the past, And Scott, thanks for joining us again.
You got it, man. Got a little yellowtail here.
Okay.
Some of your properly packaged yellowtail. I wish everybody had a food saver, had a good vacuum saver. It makes such a huge difference. I've got a little bit of head start on this. It's just, I have some Corfino olive oil, salt and pepper. Start handing me stuff. Give me some of those green, the snow peas.
Snow peas?
Snow peas.
Big green things?
Big green things. Snow peas. This is going to be kind of an Asian orange juice. Orange juice concentrate. This is going to be an Asian orange vinegar. That's rice vinegar right there. A little bit of soy sauce, and that's Asian orange, not agent orange. We'll put the orange segments on next. We have some pickled ginger. Now, you know this fish, I cut it up into small pieces. The fish is pretty much cooked.
Okay.
But you're going to get these flavors of, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be sweet, it's going to be sour, because we have the orange juice and the rice vinegar. This is some pre-cooked wild rice. Wild rice normally takes 45 minutes to an hour to cook. You can get it pre-cooked at a lot of local stores. It comes in a foil pack. It's very, very handy. Of course, some garlic. I know that fish is done. If you wanted to make it spicy, what would you use to make this spicy, Dan? You got anything?
Well, we could use our dipping sauce after the fish is all cooked and dip it in it before you eat it.
Perfect. Let's do that. This is ready to dish up. I've got some fresh orange segments and some cashews. And this is going to be our, what shall we call this, Dan? Let's give it a name. It's the wild rice snow pea orange yellowtail with Dan's fabulous dipping sauce recipe. That's fast, isn't it?
That is really fast. And this is the tropical fruit dipping sauce. Let's pour a little bit on it. That looks good. And it smells great too.
And I've got this, so that tropical fruit dipping sauce, you're going to get the nice sweetness. And I'll tell you, if you put some chili flakes or some of that Asian chili garlic sauce on there, let's see if this is edible.
That's delicious.
I'm all over it. Get some of this, man. I love this.
That's our
You
dipping
made
sauce. Yeah, you can find it at the local stores. You can also find it on our website. You want to get some more exciting recipes like this, visit Scott's website, sport-fishing.com. A great spot to find out anything you want to know about cooking game and fish. It's great.
Man, I want more.
Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action here on Sport Fishing. There we go.
Just fly line it now, huh?
Yeah, no, I was just winding it up. I was going to check my bait, and this calico came up and hit it. I wasn't even anywhere close to the bottom. This is typical for today. Nice little calico bass. Not any really large fish. We got some nice calicos earlier, but no monsters. But considering we've been fishing all day, we just cut bait, no live bait. It's been pretty good fishing. And having the chums really helped a lot to keep the fish around the boat. And what's neat about this, we're fishing a small boat like this, so we can fish really light line, close to the structure, close to the kelp, and it's been a lot of fun. Ben and I are doing pretty good, and we've been using Ben's nets. That's been nice too. And so you can get a couple more fish here before we take off. There's almost no line left here. Really light line.
How many pound tests do you think you got on there?
I think this is 10.
10-pound test.
Yeah. If I get this fish up, we're gonna need that big net, Ben.
Yeah.
All right, starting to turn. If I get him to the boat.
Okay.
Who knows? He may not even know he's hooked. He may be trying to swim past the boat. Okay, I'm getting a lot of line back now. He's still out there. Now this isn't what we wanted. It's the right color, but it's a bat ray. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just net it, get the hook out of it.
And just a little bit more.
I'm gonna try to net it. It's a big bat ray for this outfit.
You coming up?
Yep. See, that seal doesn't get it. Yeah, seal swam away. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, it's a Calico Bass. Little calico. All right. Nice little calico. Got this right on the bottom. Little strip of squid, eagle claw hook, and a Cajun red line. Nice little calico. Okay, well, we just made a move. We're all the way on the back of the island now in the far west end, area called West Cove. We're gonna try to catch 1 or 2 more fish, but when we return, we'll have this week's tip of the week. This week, the tip of the week is brought to you by Magic Metal Jigs and B52 Bucktail Jigs. For this week's tip of the week, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing today, small boat fishing. And when you're out there in your own boat, you want to make sure you have a good quality gaff, and make sure you have a good net. Lots of times we use the nets when we're catching fish and we're not quite sure are legal. If we want to release a lot of fish, nets work good. And I tell you, the net that I use all the time is this one right here. It's made by Promar. It's got a big rubber net. What's neat about it, there's a bunch of neat features about it. What I like is it doesn't have the knots in there. It doesn't hurt the fish.
Right, exactly. Like we saw today on some of the fish that were a little short or stuff that we wanted to release. The rubber material doesn't hurt the fish at all, so it releases the fish unharmed, and it doesn't split the tails like the polyethylene nets that are out in the market.
And you have 3 different sizes. This is the freshwater version.
Right, we have a freshwater version, then we have a medium-sized one, and the one that we use today
This is the big saltwater one.
big saltwater net.
This is the one I use all the time, especially when we're halibut fishing.
Right.
You know, even if it's a legal fish, you want to make sure you get it. I like using the net lots of times.
Yeah.
That works out good. So that's this week's tip of the week. Make sure when you head out on shore, you have a good net, and pick up one of the Promar nets. These are great. The rubber nets, you'll see my name on them. It's a quality product. We use them all the time here on Sport Fishing. Well, thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Dan. Thanks for having me.
We had a great time today.
We had some good
And you know,
good
it was
fishing.
tough conditions. We were out here with no live bait, just fishing with dead bait, mainly cut squid today. But the little bucktails worked great today, and we're using that light line. It was a lot of fun.
We made the most of it, and I think we had a good time.
Yeah, we caught a lot of fish.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks a lot, man.
again.
Well, I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.